My name is Lloyd Lauren, and I'm the elderly gentleman you were promised in Facebook. Well, really, I'm just the old guy. And I've been asked to talk to you about being old. Well, before I begin, I can remember when this program with these topics and these people would have been literally impossible, and it wasn't that many years ago. Among other things, the term LBGT hadn't been invented for most of the time of my life, and autism hadn't even been discovered yet. Well, we're in a new era, and I'm proud to be a part of it. By the way, I am using notes. I notice all the musicians are using notes. Musical notes, perhaps, but they're doing it, and so I feel free with no apologies. Now, about being old and what to expect. Unlike the other topics for today, everybody gets old. You are getting old just sitting there. You'll probably need glasses, hearing aids, dentures, just like me. Some of you may already have all that stuff. But how will you deal with aging? Well, your mother told you, eat your vegetables, get lots of sleep, work hard, save for tomorrow, be nice to everybody. And it's all true. Your mama does know best. Now, let me tell you some of the things that you might learn as a senior. Of course, some of you out there already know this, but here are some of the things that I have found. Life is faster, and you keep getting slower. Every day there's more to remember, and of course, more to forget. That's the easy part. If you're an old guy like me, you remember when you had to listen to AM radio. They hadn't invented FM, and TV was still on the horizon. And so you remember things like Little Orphan Andy with her dog Sandy, and Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy. You remember those radio shows, the Green Hornet? But how many of you had a secret decoder pin? I did. Came in the box of Wheaties. Digits in those days were just numbers or figures. They weren't dots on a screen. In fact, screens were only for sifting the flour for your bread. Screens weren't for watching or holding in your hand and talking to people that you can't even see. Life was a lot simpler back then, but enough of the past. We old duffers still have lots of complaints today. We've had them most of our lives, and you will have them too. Whatever happened to popular music? Not the music we've heard tonight. Music on the radio and on the TV. As far as I'm concerned, it's not music at all. It's just rhythmic noise. I was going to read you some of the lyrics in this popular music, but I looked at them in Google, and I said, not for this audience, you're all nice folks. So, thank goodness those lyrics are buried in the noise. Another problem, why are most of today's big movies, the blockbusters, all violence and no romance? That's a shame. You don't get developed, among other things. Whoops, I missed a card. Oh well, it probably wasn't important anyway. Here are some more problems that us old duffers have. Why are stairs getting steeper and steeper? They don't seem to rebuild them, but they are steeper. And why do so many people mumble? I was taught to speak up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I could cover the entire room without the microphone. But I don't think you want to hear it that way. All right. Now this one could hurt a bit. Why do people who used to ask for your advice now ignore you completely? Well, they don't want your wisdom. They're going to learn it the hard way. Of course, you could write a book about what you know, and hey, there's an idea for some retirement income. Go for it. More complaints, why is everything heavier and slipperier, if that's a word? And why do you have to take so many more pills every day? Doctors say, you're looking fine, you're great, take these pills. Why is bending over to tie your shoes such a major achievement? And why do birthdays come so very often for you and for all you love? I could go on with the complaints, but there's some good sides to getting old. Many people will hold the door for you. I used to do that for them, and they're doing it for me now. At least the ones that don't push me aside. Another good thing, you don't have to brush your teeth anymore. You just put them in a glass. And those who are laughing are probably almost as old as I am. You don't have to do any of the heavy lifting. You don't have to even offer it. And here's the good one. Young girls don't mind hugging you. One of the great things is you can sit on the sidelines without feeling a bit of guilt. And you get discounts, senior discounts. On the other hand, you don't buy anywhere near as much as when you were younger and didn't get the discounts. But I think they know what they're doing. One other thing is that you have lots of time to think. Well, maybe that's not a good point. Well, whatever. After 87 years and plus, I've weighed the pluses and the minuses of aging. Aging is better. I intend to keep on doing it. And I'll bet you intend to do that too. I hope so. Because we may want to have a show next year. And we'd like to have even more of it. Let me end my brief remarks with what I often say to store clerks and others who, as a matter of corporate policy, wish me a good day. Well, I answer them with the following. Don't think short term. Have a great lifetime. I'm having one, and I hope you do too, and I thank you very much.